Accountability partners for anxiety. Now, listen, guys, listen, please listen to the next things I tell you, because this will actually probably change your life. And I know you're here for it, because I would be if I was in the situation you was in. So, guys, what can an accountability partner do for you if you have anxiety? What I can tell you is from my own experience, every time I've had someone to be there for me in a situation where I need to complete an objective or a goal, or I want to meet a desired outcome, for some weird reason, I always perform better. Isn't that strange that I perform better when someone else is keeping me in check as opposed to keeping myself in check? Now, what I can say for sure is that discipline, self discipline, is a lot better because then you can hold yourself accountable. But having an accountability partner almost just speeds or triples the result, because if the right person is holding you accountable and they are making sure you're doing everything you need to do, it's almost like you have no room to mess up. And also, you have no room to be procrastinating, to slow things down, because this other person is watching you. And if you give up, or if you decide, I don't want to do or continue doing this thing, you will feel this slight resentment in your heart that I've almost failed myself and I failed the other person that was meant to be held accountable for. So, what I will tell you is having an accountability partner is probably the most impactful thing you could ever do in your life, especially if you're someone that procrastinates, or if you're someone that tends to lack doing the things that you need to do. Having an accountability partner will literally speed the results of your success so much faster. It's strange why there's not like apps for like accountability partners and platforms that support people having accountability partners, because the return of investment for having an accountability partner for a certain amount of days to reach a certain desired goal or outcome or result is so exponential that like you would be stupid to not have one or to not do it. So what I can tell you from my own experience is that having an accountability partner that, one, listens to what you say. So it's all fun and like it's all great if you have an accountability partner, but if they're not listening to your problem, if they're not listening and hearing you out for what you have to say and being patient to let you finish what you need to say, then there's literally no point of like having an accountability partner. You might as well just be by yourself. I think that the rule number one, the first thing, the first law of an accountability partner is they need to be able to listen to you. Because if people don't listen to you and hear you out for your full story, when it comes to them helping you to solve the problem, they will only solve half of the problem because they haven't heard the full story. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, if you haven't told someone a full story, let's say you told them half the story, when it comes to them helping you, they can only help you with that half of the story that you've told them. What if in the second half, this is where you're actually like battling with the anxiety and going through the depression, etc., etc. So I think it's very, very prominent. It's very important that if you have an accountability partner, they need to listen to you. So when I did have my own accountability partner, guys, I remember it was just a friend and we went to the same secondary school. And this was actually quite recently. And I was working on a project, and my project was I wanted to create like a smoothie. And I was so much into like nutrition. I think it was sometime last year. And I had a friend, I won't say his name, but he he was very supportive of my idea and just a good friend in general, happy to listen. And I explained my struggles that I was going through with anxiety and depression and stress, just life in general. And he listened. He listened to me and heard me out. And having someone to listen to me was definitely a burden releaser, a stress reliever. It's so nice to have someone that actually listens to you rather than interrupting you or oh yeah, yeah, that happened to me, and then they bring it to themselves. It's like, hey, I'm the one talking here. Like, this is about me for now. For now, this is just about me. Can we just? I know it sounds a bit like selfish, but like, it is good to have balanced conversations. Don't get me wrong, but like, if you're fixing or solving like specific problem that you're going through, it would be better to be heard for the full story. Like, you don't want to go to a therapist and they ask you, tell me what you're facing, tell me your problems. And then a quarter through the story, they're like, oh yeah, I can't believe that happened when I was younger, blah, blah. And then they just take the whole 30-minute session. And then you just leave, and all you know is what this person has done. And you haven't actually like found your solution. So I think it's imperative that people, especially an accountability partner, and from what I've learned is that having someone to listen to my problem was definitely important. And if you do choose to have an accountability partner, make sure there's someone that listens to you or just someone that listens in general, because it seems like 90% of the population always have something to say. Everyone just wants to have their input. Everyone, and they want it so suddenly. Most of the time, just asking questions could get you to the desired result. Literally, just someone asking you the right questions could get you back on your purpose, could get you to get rid of your anxiety, to get you to worry less. Just asking the right questions, guys. So, this friend listened to me, and I think that was number one for me, the most important thing that I've like gained from having an accountability partner, someone that can listen to you. And then obviously you can put this with someone that listens, someone that you can trust. I think it's important that if the person you're sharing your problems with can be trusted, I think that's like number one. You need to trust the person you're talking to, especially if it's about personal things, personal problems, worries. And how did I identify that I could trust this person? Well, we had similar lives. I've known him for a long time. He's never like shared gossip with anyone. And he also had a similar experience to me growing up in his childhood. So, and he shared that experience with me. And I listened to him, and we had similar experiences. So, I truly do believe that having someone you can trust, but then also listen to you, can like literally fix the problem. Like, it's almost as important as writing your problems down, because you're sharing this story. You're almost putting the burden on someone else or something else. And I know that might seem bad, but if that person can withstand the burden, then it's okay. If the person might not be able to withstand the burden, then that's not good for the other person, and that person shouldn't be an accountability partner. So, listen and trust coincided into one word. And then the next thing, guys, is finding the solution. How do you find the solution to a problem? Well, you ask the right questions. I always tell you this. If you ask the right questions, you'll find your desired result. So you tell them, I told him my story and he listened to me and I trusted him. and I completed my story. And the first thing he does is he pinpoints certain things that I should do to fix the situation. So he gives me different alternative methods that I could try out to actually fix my problem. And I was like, wow, this guy's like a genius. And obviously, I picked one of the outcomes that seemed the best for me. And he gave his recommendation and his own experience from it. And we we stuck with that solution. And he agreed that it's okay, we'll talk about this, we'll talk every day and see how you're going and developing. And I think that's the last but most important thing, is having a friend that can stick, or even just an accountability partner, having an accountability partner that can stick with you every single day, checking up on you, making sure you're doing the right tasks that you should be doing every day to tackle that problem that you're facing. And he did stick with me, and I actually actually overcame the situation, which is like crazy. It was just like, I was just shocked. I was shocked that the situation was getting better and I actually achieved my desired outcome. So it just goes to show that having someone you can listen to, having someone that listens to you, that you can trust, that can give you a solution and then stick with you until you meet your desired outcome. Those four things is essentially what an accountability partner is. And if you can find someone, or if you have a problem that you're facing, anxiety, if you have a problem that you're facing and you need someone to talk to, and you need someone to give you certain tasks that you should do every day, and then a desired goal or outcome, and then they walk you through it every single day, checking up on you to make sure that you meet this desired outcome. Like, you would be stupid to feel like if you failed, like how could you fail if someone literally babysits you through your problem and then makes you get that desired outcome? Yes, he didn't force me to take the actions that got me there, but the encouragement, listening to the problems, finding solutions, telling me about his own experiences, all these things, and then motivating me every day to continue, to asking me how what I've done wrong, if I failed at something, telling me it's okay, but what you could do to prevent it in the future is this, this, and that. Write this down now. So if you don't write things down, you end up forgetting. And most of the time, when you do write things down, you end up forgetting to check the thing you wrote down. But when you write things down, you're more likely to remember it because you've learned it and then you've wrote it down. So you've learned it twice. You've heard it, said it, written it down, and read it. So it's like you're more likely to remember because you've just done that thing more times. So that's why I always say, like, yeah, write things down, but also say it, think it, read it. You just want to maximize the amount of times you see, hear, think this thing. Therefore, when the time comes in the future, or tomorrow, or today, later today, you will remember this thing and it will stick in your mind. And having an accountability partner just helps to speed up the process of learning, essentially, and developing yourself and implementing what you've learned and sticking to something like a routine and having a goal. And that goal is obviously broken down into smaller segments in your routine, in which you then have a desired outcome, and then you can achieve that outcome. But this is all between you and the person that you're talking to. And if you have a friend or someone like that that could help you, even if you paid, like I'd pay for someone to do that for me, like to be an accountability partner. How much would you pay? That's up to you. Most of the time when you're paying for like a service like this, it's a lot better because at least you know you're paying for value. You're paying to get this desired outcome, and this person is going to help you walk you through it. And I'm happy to do that. Join my Discord. I always tell you, join my Discord. Don't be afraid. Don't be in fear. Don't get anxiety thinking about, oh, if I join, what's gonna, like, oh, my days like, don't have anxiety. Do it. Just take the action. Don't even think. Just join the Discord. Type in the general chat, hey Paul, I would like some accountability sessions. Take the action over your life. I truly do believe that if you have something you're working on, that is great. Obviously, don't tell anyone, but have someone that can hold you accountable to your actions every day. If getting rid of anxiety is your problem, or if you get anxiety starting a for wanting to start a business, or if you get anxiety for studies, whatever you get anxiety about, join my Discord, type in the general chat, hey Paul, I would like some help with this, and that. Or hey Paul, I would like an accountability partner. Or hey Paul, I need some therapy sessions. Or hey Paul, I would like you to give me some consultation on this, and that. Like, it doesn't need to specifically be about anxiety, but obviously it can stem from it because that's what I prioritize. I prioritize helping people that are struggling with anxiety in London, primarily youth. But if your problem is anxiety, but you're getting the anxiety because of family or because of business or because of your purpose or because of finances, then you or even trauma, then you need someone to talk to. You need an accountability partner. Remember, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So if you've been struggling for such a long time, a long period of time, and you know that I just need someone to talk to about my problems, give me a plan and help me achieve this desired outcome. It's just 3 simple steps. You just need to talk to someone. You just need to have that person ask you the right questions. You just need someone to tell you a list of goals that you should have, or a desired outcome, or a routine that you should follow every day. And you need that person, because what's most important is that person calling you or messaging you every single day, keeping you on track. I think that's the most important part, that person keeping you on track. If I just if I gave you a 1 hour session talking, like if I was your accountability partner and I could only help you once a week, I'd be pretty much useless. I would be ashamed to call myself an accountability partner, because I know that on day one is going to be the hardest day, because you've never done this thing before. It's harder to do something that you've never done before. And then it's also harder to stick to that thing if you've never done it before. Most people haven't had an accountability partner. Only like the rich, successful people have like a team of people that give them advice and keep them on check with what they need to do. Like you see it with YouTubers, famous YouTubers, Mr. Beast. He definitely has someone that like holds him accountable to his actions. He probably has like a diary or like a calendar where he notes down all the dates and times where he needs to do specific things. And then he has someone that holds him accountable. When he doesn't feel like doing certain things, he has someone that helps him, like an agent, that helps him to keep him on track, to make sure that he consistently uploads videos. He has a team of people that do this for him. It's a lot easier when you've built your life around a team of people that can make you successful. It's a lot harder when it's just you that can make you successful. Like at the end of the day, you need people to help you to succeed in life. Imagine you started a business, but no one invested in it. No one spent money on it. Because you just believe that I don't need help. I'm going to do this by myself. You'd be very poor. You'd be very, very poor and struggling. So just think about it. Think about having an accountability partner. Take a deep breath, guys, right now. You was put in this world to be successful. You was put in this world to be a leader, to be a king, a queen. You wasn't put in this world to overthink and stress and worry about bills, debt, finances, family problems, trauma, anxiety, depression, stress. You wasn't put in the world to go through all these things. Or at least not to live a life every single day facing these things, every minute of the day. Yes, we are human beings. We will go through stress, we will go through problems, we will go through adversity. That's what makes us stronger. That's how we learn, that's how we develop. You can't tell me I want to become stronger and you have weights in your room and you don't touch them and you expect to get bigger. Like, you will have to go through the pain of picking that bar up and lifting it, picking it up and lifting it, picking it up and lifting it, continuously doing it every day. And then it stacks and then you start to get muscle. You can't expect to eat unhealthy every single day and expect your skin to look good and for your weight to remain slim or compact. It's just not gonna happen. It's just like you can't expect to not drink water and then still be hydrated. Like, it's the consistency of drinking water throughout the day, every single day, that makes you improves your hydration. So take the action, because I can't take the action for you. I can only give you the advice. I can't tell you to come on my day. I can't force you to press the first link on the description. But you can do it. You can press that link and then you can join the Discord community server. And then you can say in the general chat, hey Paul, can you help me with this? Because you know what you're facing, that's a problem. You know the questions that you need being solved. You know your desired outcome. And I'm here to help. Sound like a plan? Click that link. It's been your boy Paul Khadar. I love you guys all and we out. Peace.